One week the market's up, the next it's down. Sound familiar? If you've ever glanced at your investment account, you've definitely seen this in action. Well, that constant motion, that sort of roller coaster feeling, it has a name: volatility. And the number one thing you need to know is it's completely normal. So let's dive in and unpack what that really means.
Which brings us to the big question, right? Why do markets swing up and down like this? Because if we can really get a handle on the why, it makes navigating our own investment journey a whole lot less stressful and a lot more confident.
All right, first things first, let's really pin down what we're talking about here. What are these market swings anyway, and how do they really affect us as investors?
Okay, so at its core, all volatility really is just price changes over time. You can think of it as the speed and size of those changes. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just movement. Now, analysts have ways to measure this, of course. They use things like standard deviation or track indexes like the VIX. But all that really is just a way to put a number on how uncertain things feel at any given moment.
And look, let's be real for a second. In the short term, these swings can feel totally random and, yeah, a little nerve-wracking. That's the feeling we're digging into today.
So to really understand why these swings happen, we have to talk about a fundamental idea: investment risk. You can think of risk as the engine that's actually driving all this movement. It's the market's way of reacting to all the new information that's constantly hitting us.
And it's a universal thing. As BlackRock points out, pretty much any investment you can think of has some level of risk. And that risk is fueled by uncertainty, Uncertainty about a company's profits, the latest economic report, big news from around the world, even just how investors are feeling that day. That's what makes prices move.
So what is investment risk, really? Well, it's just the chance that things don't go exactly as planned, that some future event makes your investment perform differently than you hoped. Or, to put it even more simply, it includes the possibility that you could lose some or even all of the money you originally invested.
Let's make this real with an example we all know: stocks, or as they're officially called, equities. When you buy a share of a company, you're not just buying a ticker symbol on a screen. You are literally buying a tiny piece of that business. You're becoming a part owner, a shareholder.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because it's a classic two sides of the same coin situation. On one hand, you've got that amazing potential for growth, right? The company does well, share prices go up. Awesome. But on the other hand, you have the risk that prices could fall, maybe even below what you originally paid. The key thing to get here is that you can't have one without the other. That very potential for big price swings is what creates both the opportunity and the risk.
Okay, so this brings us to a really different way of looking at all this. And honestly, it might be the single most important idea for dealing with volatility. It all comes down to one powerful thing: time.
And this quote really nails it. Yeah, of course, almost everything goes through those short-term ups and downs we've been discussing. The stuff driven by the news cycle. But, and this is a big but, when you zoom out and look at the long term, things tend to look a lot better. That bigger trend is usually driven by the overall growth of the economy. So the big picture can look way different from the daily, moment-to-moment snapshot.
And this is a great way to visualize that. Look at year 1. A dip there can feel like the end of the world, right? But fast forward to year 5, and that same dip is just, well, it's just one part of a bigger story of ups and downs. By year 10, you can start to see a general upward direction peeking through all that noise. And by year 30, those early bumps and scary drops, they've mostly smoothed out. It just goes to show you time is an incredible tool for putting short-term volatility in its place.
And this just drives that point home. We all feel the temptation to try and guess the market's next move, right? To buy at the perfect low and sell at the perfect high. That's called market timing, and it's ridiculously hard to do consistently. What really moves the needle over the long haul isn't perfect timing, it's just consistent saving and letting time do the heavy lifting.
So, what's the takeaway for your own strategy? Well, it's really about a mental shift. It's about moving your focus away from trying to predict the unpredictable and onto the things you actually can control.
All right, let's wrap this up with the key things to remember. First, market swings are normal. They are an expected part of the deal. Second, that risk you feel, it's the flip side of the coin to potential growth. Can't have one without the other. Third, time. Time is your best friend when it comes to smoothing out those bumps. Which brings us to number 4, think long term. Always.
And finally, putting it all together, the best game plan is usually to just stay the course and keep your eyes on your long-term goals.
So I'll leave you with a question to chew on. If you really, truly adopted a long-term view, how would that change things for you? How would it change the way you react to the daily news or how often you check your account? How would it change your entire experience as an investor?
Learn, invest, repeat. Investing made understandable.